Imagine a mission so intense that it involved cutting down a tree, but with a level of military precision, strategy, and tension that could only be described as borderline insane. Welcome back to Record Rift, where we dive into the most jaw-dropping historical events and stories you won't believe. Today, we're talking about one of the most bizarre and intense military operations in history, Operation Paul Bunyan. The year was 1976. The Cold War was in full swing, and the world was teetering on the brink of a potential nuclear disaster. But in the middle of this geopolitical chaos, something strange happened. At the heart of this tense situation? A single tree. A tree in the Korean demilitarized zone, right on the border between North and South Korea. What started as a simple dispute over a tree turned into one of the most dramatic and unique military operations in history. The tree in question was a 40-foot poplar, located in the so-called Joint Security Area, JSA, the only place where North and South Korean forces are within eyesight of each other. On August 18, 1976, two U.S. soldiers, Lieutenant Mark Barrett and Private First Class Arthur Boniface, were given a simple task: prune this tree. They were part of a peacekeeping mission, and the tree was obstructing the view of a critical observation post. But as they attempted to trim it, they were surrounded by a group of North Korean soldiers. What followed next would be shocking and tragic. The North Koreans attacked. The two American soldiers were brutally murdered with axes. This horrifying incident, known as the Axe Murder Incident, sent shockwaves around the world. For days, tensions between the two Koreas reached a boiling point, and the world feared that war could break out at any moment. The U.S. government knew they had to respond. But surprisingly, the response wasn't a full-scale attack. Instead, the U.S. military launched a highly calculated and dramatic operation, Operation Paul Bunyan. On August 21, just days after the killings, a massive show of force was put into action. But instead of launching an attack, the operation's goal was to cut down the very tree that had sparked the violence, with the same precision and military power that could have started a war. Operation Paul Bunyan was executed with a show of overwhelming force. The operation involved dozens of military personnel, including soldiers, engineers, and aircraft. The area was flooded with troops, all armed and ready for action. The mission? To cut down the tree that had become a symbol of the rising tensions. But here's where things get even stranger. The soldiers didn't just bring in chainsaws. They were backed by tanks, helicopters, and fighter jets, all on standby in case things went south. And the mission was completed in an almost surgical way, cutting down the tree with such precision that it sent a clear message to North Korea. After the operation was completed, the tree was gone, and the message was clear: the U.S. was not going to stand for aggression. But the tension didn't just disappear. Even though no further violence occurred, the event was a defining moment in the Cold War and the history of the Korean Peninsula. While Operation Paul Bunyan may seem absurd on the surface, after all, who would ever think that cutting down a tree would require a military operation of such magnitude? It was a powerful demonstration of the complexities of Cold War geopolitics, where seemingly small events could escalate into massive international confrontation. Operation Paul Bunyan is a testament to how fragile peace can be in the most volatile regions of the world. It's hard to believe that such an intense military operation could revolve around a tree, but that's the power of symbolism in international relations. So, what do you think? Could something like this happen again today? Thanks for tuning in to Record Rift. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a wild story from history. Until next time, stay curious.